walking. I've been trying harder all my life, cause I need to be perfect. If I could just be a little better, maybe you could be my salvation out of here. I can get it off, we are never done. I'm Julian, baby.
Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Also, if you are new, welcome. My name is Cambriea and today we have all the real life motivation here. I am a mom of 4. We have animals and everything, and I like to show you the real, the raw, everything going on in my life. And right now my life is extra hectic. I love having a newborn, but it is also some of the hardest times in your life. So there's just always something to get done, and I never feel like I have enough time nowadays. I am starting off in Freya's room. I had noticed the other day when Bobby had made Freya's bed, he did not put on the mattress protector, so we had some spills and stuff that happened. So I'm going in and giving it a really good cleaning. At first I tried with the carpet shampooer, it just was not doing it. So I'm going in with this really good DIY mix. You're just using Dawn dish soap with hot water and hydrogen peroxide, and go in there and scrub it down really, really well. And then I let this sit for a good hour. It works great getting out any smells and most of the stains. There's this pink stain on her mattress. I don't know what it is. And for the life of me, it is not coming out.
Baby, you are like the sun. Pour out your love, throw it to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. 'Cause as long as you are here, I'll be living love and wild and free. I can get it out, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. 'Cause as long as you are here with me, I'll be living love and wild and free. I can get it out, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop.
I've had a lot of people asking, especially if you follow us on our family vlog channel, how Bobby's doing. He is doing much better. His kidney stone finally passed the other night. But it was days of him just being in constant pain. Yeah, definitely do not recommend. If that is one thing, I know he's going to be drinking a lot more water, because that was not a fun experience for any of us. He was like feverish and everything with it. It was no fun at all. But so today, with working on the kids' room, I also wanted to make some brownies because we had so much extra candy from Halloween this year. One, stuff that the kids got, but also we had less kids trick-or-treating in our neighborhood as we did last year, so we have a lot of just extra candy. I'm going to end up sending it to the school because Bjorn's teacher uses candy as just like little rewards for the kids. But I figured have a little bit of fun with it, make some brownies for the kids. But the other thing I am making in today's video, and it turned out so good, is these salmon meatballs. I had a recipe pop up on my Facebook page for salmon meatballs. And okay, let me know if you're like me. Now, I love to cook, and I am not big on like recipes, but I have a lot of like recipes and stuff that pop up on my Facebook or any of my social medias because it's one of the things I really enjoy. But I'm the type of person that like I'll see a recipe or realistically see a photo and then just kind of wing it and pull it all together. And that is what I did on this day, but it turned out absolutely amazing, and I'm going to be sharing that in today's video as well. But going into the boys' room, I'm just tidying up in here. I wanted to send the vacuum around on this whole side of the house, so I just wanted to go in here, tidy up. Really wasn't that bad, just little things. Considering they are 12 and 9, they do a really good job keeping their rooms clean. I just like to coming in once in a while, and if I'm going to be sending in the vacuum, I like to make sure everything is picked up off the floor. And if I'm in here anyway, I like to just make their beds and everything. I definitely do not make the kids make their beds in the morning before school. I am not a morning person at all, and neither are my kids. So if I'm not making my bed the second I get out of bed, I really don't expect them to do it either. And I would rather them sleep as long as possible to be as alert and aware and productive at school as possible than worry about their beds being made or not. So normally when it comes to chores, with their rooms and stuff, the weekends are when we do that. The weekends is when they have to go around, do a really good thorough cleaning of their rooms, as well as do their laundry, because the boys do their own laundry, and things like that. But during the week, I have no issues coming in here and quickly tidying up, and it isn't even a daily thing. It's usually just a couple times a week when I'll come in here, tidy it up. That way I can send the robot vacuum in here to just clean around, get under the beds, all the things. Plus, I'll be honest, I am terrified. I've seen those videos of people that say they're like moving their kid's bed or their teenager's bed, and it is just piles of garbage and like dirty plates and things like that. I hate bugs. Like, I am someone, which is funny, I live in Florida and we have so many bugs down here. But I'm like very big on prevention of bugs. Like Bobby sprays our house. Most people down here hire people to spray their homes, but Bobby's always been really good when it comes to like yard care and home maintenance and stuff like that. So he does it for us. But he stays on top of it. If I see a single bug, he's spraying. And then you guys know me, I love Pine Sol. One, I love the way it smells. But two, when I heard that the smell of Pine Sol deters bugs and spiders and those things, I am all about it. Also, so I am using my wet vac here. Always have people ask me if you can use it on rugs. So technically, no. But the rug in the boys' bedroom is a washable rug, and it is super thin. So I will just go over that rug, and I've never had any issues with it. And I know I'm sending the robot vacuum in here, but I do like to go around with this and just give the surrounding areas a quick cleanup. The robot vacuum does really well doing edge to edge, but there's still some areas like behind doors, often like the edge of your rug. It doesn't get as well because it's the suction trying to figure out what level it needs to be on, if it's half on the rug, half off the rug. So I wanted to just go around and do that really quick throughout the whole thing. And then into the kids' bathroom. Nothing too crazy in here. The kids' bathroom is also the boys' responsibility because I say kids, but really only Xander and Bjorn uses this bathroom. Freya does to like brush her teeth and things like that. But when it comes to her taking showers and stuff, she does it actually in our bathroom. She only ever takes baths if it's for fun. Like if she wants to play with her toys and take a bubble bath, she will do that maybe once a month, because for me, baths are for fun or relaxing, and showers are for actually getting clean. And she's still young enough that I'd rather her just do it in our bathroom, because I still have to like wash her hair and things like that, and it's just so much easier. So this bathroom usually stays fairly clean, because they do a really good job at keeping it clean. The only thing that I'm still working on, and I think this is something that's just always going to be a thing, is around the toilet, like thoroughly cleaning around it. They're not the best at that, but they do a decent job of just wiping everything down to make sure that it never gets like too bad. I remember when they were a lot younger, the amount of toothpaste that was in their sinks or on their mirrors or everywhere, I was like, how does this even happen? So it's nice as they get older and they can do a lot more of this on their own.
Let my mind slip, I just see my past life. Having dreams in a dream, I wonder why I carried on with the things that made you lose your mind. There's no way I can undo what I've done. Can we be strangers again, start fresh like a morning? What's so bad about that? So why won't you follow Why won't you follow me home? I know I can't make you mine. Yes, I ran out of time. There's no hope for me. I fell down the bottom, so I fell down way deep. But if I can't have the real you, then let me make a...
So one hack I do love doing with these wet dry vacuums, and even my vacuum, is taking essential oils and putting it on the filter of your vacuum or the wet dry vacuum. I love doing that. I am someone that when I clean, like, I am not the person to ask about the like low scented stuff, because I love the smell of cleaning products. Like, if I'm cleaning, I want it to smell clean. And putting those essential oils on the filter always works so well. It just illuminates the whole house when it comes to scent. Now, I will say my wet dry vacuum has a self-drying with the self-cleaning, which is great, because if you have a wet dry vacuum, you know, if you forget to like empty the dirty water tank, or the older ones where if it didn't dry all the way, it started getting musty and mildewy, it doesn't get that smell because of the self-drying of the roller. But I still like to have that like extra scent going through it. But it's probably been about an hour since I had wiped all that stuff on Freya's mattress. I had taken a break, fed the baby, you know, all the mom stuff. So I wanted to go in here and just do a good suction and rinse and everything. I will say though, this ended up taking longer to dry than I was hoping. I really like went over this mattress to pull out as much as possible. But when Freya went to bed that night, the mattress was still, it wasn't wet, but it was still damp, and I did not want to put on her mattress protector and sheets and hold all that moisture in. So we ended up making a special like fort and just a fun little thing for her to sleep on the floor on this night, because I did not want the mattress to be all, like I said, holding in all that smell with using the mattress protector.
I know I can't make you mine. Yes, I ran out of time. There's no hope for me. I fell down the bottom, so I fell down way deep. But if I can't have the real you, then let me make a 3D print of you. You, 3D of you, of you, of you, 3D of you. Yeah, you, 3D of you, of you, of you.
So yes, definitely if you are going to do this in your kids' mattresses, because let's be real, this is real life, real mom life. Kids have accidents sometimes, and I know I have looked up more than once how to deal with an accident on a mattress, and 100% recommend mattress protectors and all those things, especially with kids. Even without kids, put it on your own mattress, because, well, I've had kids pee in my bed. But mattress protectors are great. But stuff happens. Sometimes we got to clean it up. This is just a great way to handle that. But you do want to start it in the morning, which is why I mentioned the mattress still being a little bit damp. I also did go a little bit heavier handed with this, but I really wanted to make sure to get it all like clean and make sure there's no scent.
From my window.
Alright, so I have a bunch of candy, which I'm sure a lot of you guys do, from Halloween. So I'm going to make some brownies with it to use some of it up. And we're going to try and do this one-handed, because Little Miss is a little fussy right now. So we'll see how this goes. Starting with a stick of butter that I need to melt. Brownies are actually so easy to make. So if you have just a couple simple baking ingredients in your house, it's very easy to make them homemade. Oh, you just puked on me. You just puked on me. We gotta go through the candy bucket. I'm gonna grab some Hershey's. I already grabbed some Rolos before, but I need some just regular chocolate to melt into the butter. Do about a handful of just regular Hershey's. Not quite sure how much I'm gonna use. I'm kind of gonna play this by ear, but just putting the chocolate into the butter, make like a ganache type setup to make the brownies super ooey and gooey and delicious. You're okay. You're okay. Alright, we're gonna try that. See if that's enough. Just mix it up. Now that I get that done, I'm gonna end up needing flour, sugar, cocoa powder, and then brown sugar as well. I got you. It's okay. And I also need 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3. 3 eggs. I know. So, I'm gonna take my 3 eggs. There we go. 1. I'm not talented enough to do this one-handed. It definitely would be easier if I could crack eggs one-handed though. Yeah, it would be easier, baby. Alright, whisk the eggs together. And then I'm going to be adding half a cup of brown sugar and half a cup of regular white sugar. It's okay, Mama's got you, it's okay. White sugar. And then you want to mix this really well and try and dissolve all that sugar into the eggs. All right, now that's all mixed together. We're gonna add in the butter and chocolate. Mix that together really well. All right, I had to go calm her down. She is definitely extra fussy today. So calmed her down and then laid her down. But mixed all that together. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of oil to that and a splash of vanilla. Mix that together again. I grabbed out a spatula now because I'm gonna start folding in the rest of the ingredients. I just want to mix all this together first. So this mixes in better. I'm going to grab my sifter, put that on there, and then we're going to do half a cup of flour as well as about half a cup of cocoa powder. Ooh, if I don't make a mess out of my cocoa powder. And then just mix that all in. Alright, like I said, we're using leftover Halloween candy. So I decided I was going to fill it with Rolos. Because caramel and chocolate. You could also use Reese's. But since we have a peanut allergy in our family, we will not be using Reese's. But Rolos will be delicious. And I think I might also drizzle the top with a caramel sauce as well to make them just extra decadent. These are definitely going to have to be cut small. I don't see anyone wanting a large piece of these brownies. And then I just have a partially lined sprayed tray, and I'm going to put this in. I partially lined it just so that it will come out easier so that I can cut it. But usually I just leave it in the 8x8s. But I want it to look pretty for you guys, so I'm going to take it out so that you can see it. So I wanted to line it. Plus, then I can cut it up and put it in our cake tray. And then you're just going to, like I said, you can top this with chocolate chips or caramel or whatever. And then bake it in a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes. Google, set a 30-minute timer.
Sure, 30 minutes. And we're starting now.
The brownies turned out absolutely amazing. They lasted about 3 days in our house, which is pretty good. Usually baked goods and stuff don't last that long in our house. We are a decent sized family, and I've got growing boys. So 3 days was pretty good. I was right about keeping them small when cutting them though, because they were absolutely very rich when it came to flavor. But I kept all of our Christmas stuff inside. I know a lot of people declutter their holiday stuff before the holiday. I don't like doing that. I like to declutter after the fact, see what I used, and kind of just going through, and stuff that I haven't used for multiple years is the stuff that I am decluttering, because I don't use every piece every single year. I like to change it up. I like to move things around. And with that, sometimes certain pieces just don't fit in the display for this year. And this year especially, like in past years, I've done the kids' bedrooms, the kids' bathroom, all of that. And I still may end up doing that. But I'll be honest, I have just been so exhausted that just getting the main living area was my main priority this year. So I'm just going through anything that I haven't used for multiple years is the stuff that I am getting rid of. And it's nice to do it this way because I'm also going through a lot less stuff. Because I've already have a lot of the decor stuff already out, it made it a lot easier. And then I do still plan on doing our bedroom. So I kept one bin inside. Well, 1 or 2 bins inside. I think it was 2 bins inside. Oh, yeah, because we still have to put the lights in the windows. 2 bins inside. That way when I do the bedroom, I had it available. So I just was keeping that in the dog room because it's one of those things of I don't want to look at it all the time, but I also didn't want to haul it all the way into the garage and put it away to take it back down in just like a week or so whenever I get to it. So yeah, that is why I'm leaving it in there. And it is, yes, much later in the day, but I knew I wanted to clean my sheets. I have been cleaning our bedroom sheets almost every other day. If you are a nursing mom or have nursed your babies in the past, You probably know why. So I have been doing this on a regular basis. It wasn't the whole bedding that needed it. I just wanted to go through and clean the sheets because, yeah, like I said, I'm a nursing mama and they just need to get done more often when you're in this phase of life.
Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you where I want. So call me up, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you where I want more.
I'm sick of lying here all alone and nearly sleepless at night. I'm honest, it's boring. 1,000,000 demons surrounding me, picking a fight. It's toxic. You were the best I ever had, but every second you were screwing me over, and now I'm done with it. I guess that there was no surprise.
My nightstand is also a catch-all right now. A little bit of everything in here. Stuff that I use at night, stuff that the baby uses at night. So I just wanted to go through and just reorganize it. It had gotten very hectic in here. And some of it's just like trash and things like that. So just going through every once in a while and giving it a good freshening just makes it a lot easier. Doing big organization tasks and stuff can be very overwhelming, where sometimes just taking 5 minutes to do a small area, it never feels like a big deal. So I feel like that's why we often put things like this off, like, oh, it's just my nightstand. But in the long run makes a big difference because it's so much less overwhelming. Oh, and this is just my pump. You'll often see me moving this around the house because it's either in my bedroom or out in the family room, just depending on the whole situation. But once again, I wanted to send the robot vacuum in here. I try and send it in our room every single day. If I am not using the vacuum, and often even when I am using the vacuum, I will send it in here because once again, it can get under the bed. And the dogs sleep in our room. So there's like extra dog hair and everything that gets around. So it's nice to, on a daily basis, send the robot in here to get under the bed and just help with all the dust and dander and everything like that, because I absolutely love our animals. They are the best, but they definitely cause a lot more work. So having the tools to make your life easier is definitely a must. Like I said earlier, so the girls actually use our shower, and yes, girls, Athena loves showers. Like, I gave her tonight just a bath in the sink because with the rest of my kids, I didn't give them like baths every single night. I learned pretty quickly that it's not great for their skin, so I spread it out. However, this girl loves showers. Well, tonight I didn't want to jump in the shower with her because normally what I'll do is I will, and I've done this with all my babies, I hold them in the shower, wash them down, and then normally I have some sort of either a baby bath is often what I used with the other kids, or one of those bath pillows. So that's what the gray thing in the shower is. That's actually a bath pillow. And I will put it on the opposite side of the shower. That way I can finish washing up and they have a warm towel over them. And she loves it so much. Well, tonight I didn't want to jump in the shower, so I gave her just a bath in the sink, thinking it would give her that same like relaxing before bed that she needs. She has a whole routine. Like, the girl needs her routine to sleep really, really well. she's not a fan of the bath in the sink. Not nearly as much. Like, it's okay, but ever since she has lost her, like, umbilical cord going on and I've given her showers, that is definitely her preferred situation. Yeah, I learned that today for sure. Because usually it's like, oh, not a big deal. Even if it's only 5 minutes in the shower just to calm her, soothe her, all those things. I just didn't want to tonight, and I had so many other things to worry about. But no, she definitely prefers the shower over everything else. Oh, here I'm just cleaning the little track. It's just a little, like, I don't know what to even call it. It's not like a squeegee, but it just prevents water from getting out of the shower. But they can get so dirty. If you have glass doors with those tracks, definitely take them apart every couple of weeks and wipe them out. They hold so much bacteria and everything in them, and they're pretty easy to pop off and pop on and clean off. But yeah, it gets so gross so quickly that I just wanted to take it all apart. Just get the shower. I need to actually go in here and do like a thorough cleaning. Like spray it down, let it sit, get my electric scrubber, and just give it a really good cleaning. But that is definitely a time-consuming task. We're just doing a quick wipe down. Doesn't take me too long, but I'm definitely getting to a point with the shower that I need to go in and give it a thorough cleaning. I also need to get in and take the drain apart and clean that out as well. That's another area. If you have not cleaned the drain in your tub or shower, definitely recommend it, because they harbor so much smell that it makes a huge difference. Once I was done in there, I just picked up that rug like you saw and then sent the robot vacuum in there, and then went and sat down for like another hour to deal with the baby, and then moved into the kitchen because I definitely did not want to start dinner with the kitchen looking like this.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you. And all the fake friends just keep pretending. That's how the little things get huge. Paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core. The lies are getting overused. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby.
So one thing you guys ask me all the time is what I'm using to clean with. So when it comes to my dishes, so I do a DIY Dawn power wash. I've been doing this now for a couple months. So I got so many different like recipes and stuff from people. I have found doing like a 50-50 water and rubbing alcohol with enough Dawn to make it a deep blue works really well. And I know that is not a recipe, but I found that like every spray bottle is a different size and it's really hard to go off of the recipes. So I definitely go off of color. So if you're going to make it, biggest thing is I do, like I said, 50% water, 50% the rubbing alcohol, and then I do the Dawn till it gets to a certain color. So if you have been considering it, I highly recommend it. It works so well, so much more affordable than buying the refills or the Dawn Power Wash just the regular way, and it works just as good. But that color you see in that bottle, that is the color I know I like it, so I go with that. And then when it comes to my counters, so I have quartz. However, in our old house, I had granite. It really depends on you, because there's a lot of like recommendations of things not to use. It also depends on how you take care of your counters. I just use a multi-purpose spray on my counters. It's usually either Thieves Cleaner or Pine Sol. Just kind of depends on my mood or what I have available to me, and that always works really well. I did the same thing with my granite. Now I will say granite, you do want to use a sealer every couple of years. They say yearly. I never did it every single year. I didn't remember that much. But the other thing I will tell you is quartz does stain. You still have to be careful with your quartz, especially when you get super light colored. But on to dinner, like I said, I had saw these salmon meatballs. You can use fresh salmon. I just used what I had on hand, and it was the canned salmon, which actually worked really well. And then I'm seasoning it up with dill, basil, the onion flakes, and then lemon pepper seasoning. And then I also am adding some lemon juice. Oh, salt and pepper, of course. Always salt and pepper. But lemon juice, Parmesan cheese, and then some panko and an egg. And blending this together really, really well. You can use a spoon or fork. I'm just getting in here with my hands because it's okay. It's my family, it's my house, and I do wash my hands beforehand before doing this. But I just wanted to get in here really, really well. I will say if you're using fresh salmon, I would probably do this in like an not immersion blender, a food processor, because you really want it to be able to form the meatballs. But what got me was the sauce I saw with it, and it was a avocado Greek yogurt sauce. So like I said, I'm just kind of winging it here, but it looked so good. I did one whole avocado. It was probably about a cup-ish of Greek yogurt, and then some minced garlic, and then the exact same seasonings that I used in the meatballs, I am using in the sauce.
At night, aligns all the shady features in all our empty worlds. Behind.
After giving the meatballs a good browning on every side, I used half of the sauce I made in the meatballs and let those simmer for probably about 20 minutes with a cover on, just so that the meatballs, and I did turn them so that it was fully incorporated. I decided I wanted to use angel hair pasta with this, which I love angel hair pasta, but to give it some more nutrition, adding some spinach and then that sauce in with the pasta as well. I just wanted to make sure that there was sauce over everything. This dinner turned out absolutely delicious. It was super like refreshing. So good. Highly recommend it if you like salmon to give this a try. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys next time. Bye.